Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Mic hot, crowd lit, 5 on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I let A, back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line and somebody hurt. Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with Shay.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. On Shay's tube, she back again.
It's late night with Shay.
Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. Now you thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. Now you thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Yeah.
What's up? It's Shay's 2, baby. And I'm back again, y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Welcome to this live, this late night Owls Talk Time. It should be late night talk time. I don't know. I think I may change that to late night. Look, no, I may change to talk time late at night with the Owls. I don't know. It may sound better like I got it. I don't know, y'all. But anyway, welcome to the live. If you guys enjoyed this content tonight, let me turn this down some. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content tonight. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. Over here in the chat, we got Jermaine in the place to be. Jermaine said, like, share, comment, subscribe. You can also support VIA with Super Chat, Super Sticker, Cash App at $Shades2, or you can copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. We do appreciate the real ones. All right. All right. Welcome to everybody in the bushes and everybody who watched this in the replay. Let's go ahead and do that copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. Part of it is scrolling across that screen, and then will be in my comment area once this live is over or sometime soon. All right. All right. So tonight, guys, we're going to do a Diddy trial recap. We're going to talk about Fat Joe's process server getting run down and Silento. I think I said it right. Silento. I just forgot how my son said it. He's starting his 30-year sentence, you guys. So we're going to talk about all of those things. So go get you something to drink and relax and seat bed. If you are at work, continue to do your job or watch or listen to me on the download. And we are getting ready to do this, then, or live, y'all. Live, y'all. Hey. Okay. So anyway, first thing first, you guys. Let's go ahead. I think, okay, this is the right phone. I had to make sure I had the right phone, y'all. Wait. I might be on the wrong phones and stuff and all types of stuff. Let's see here. Okay. Where is my phone? So first thing first, let's go ahead and talk about some Diddy. Some Diddy news, you guys. Some Diddy news. Y'all make sure y'all check out my latest videos, my Country Wayne reaction video I did earlier. I'm thinking about doing another one tonight because something explosive happened tonight. I may have to talk about that. And just check out all my other stuff. I just put up a new YouTube short. So check that out as well. And thank you guys so much for showing your girl some support. All right. So let's go ahead and change this banner to Diddy, 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 Diddy. Take that, take that, take that. All right. Let's go ahead and take that. All right. Let's do Diddy trial recap again. All right. We're almost done with this trial recap. What's up? What's up, Jobo Nut? Thank you so much for tuning in. All right. So anyway, guys, let's go ahead and start this. Y'all names are a trip. You know that? Okay. So where's Payo at? Payo Bunyan. Come on in, Payo. All right. Anyway, let's start off with Diddy first. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this thing everybody else is talking about. Some people are getting it wrong. I want to thank what's her name? Custom Costumes. I want to thank you for last night letting me know that they did drop some things. But I'm going to go ahead and explain it to you guys exactly what happened because his charges are not dropped. Okay, so I'm going to explain exactly how that is. Okay, so let me go and get it first. I'm looking at some other stuff real quick. Okay, let's see here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So let's see here. I don't know why I still got this on here. So anyway, so they said the prosecutors, you guys, no longer, hey, Tony Vance, what's up, what's up, what's up? Oh, astronaut. Okay. Drabonaut. Okay, that's cute. I like that. That's very nice. Drabonaut. I like that. That's very different. Okay. So welcome to my live, and thank you so much for tuning in. So anyway, like I said, that prosecutors no longer planning to proceed on attempted napping and arson theories. And of course, I said that like that on purpose because some words, you guys cannot say here on YouTube, and I do say some words, so I don't want to get in the habit of saying them too much. So anyway, the prosecutors in Diddy's federal case said this week they are no longer planning to proceed on theories of liability, including attempted KID napping and arson. Okay. Now let's see here what they're saying here. So as seen in a filing date dated June the 24th, the government told Judge Aaron Submaranian that it had removed the instructions for jurors from the charge relating to attempted kidnapping under California and New York law, attempted arson under California law, in aiding in abetting X trafficking. All right. Now let's see if we can explain that a little bit. So in other words, the government is no longer planning to proceed on these theories of liabilities. So the instructions are no longer necessary. So the 8-page filing reads, furthermore, prosecutors say they have made efforts to simplify the language of count 1 in Diddy's case. In other words, they're talking about the racketeering conspiracy. All right, so let me see what else we got on that because I did do some screenshots about that as well. Let's see here. Hold on for a minute, you guys. Let's see. I hope I still got it because my ass be erasing stuff. Hold on, let's see. I think that's the same thing. Hold on. It's actually on my. Let me go over here and look over here, y'all. Hold on for 1 sec. Because I did send this to what's the name? Let him see it too. So, okay. So they said, okay, so this decision that they made to say that to proceed on these theories of liability, so the instructions are no longer necessary. That decision, you guys, does not change the charges though, okay? So those charges are still there. This decision just simplify, blah, 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 blah. It just makes it easier. It simplifies which predicate acts the jury should focus on when deliberating on a verdict. Now, what did we say predicate is? Let's look that up again because I forgot what it is. Okay, let's look that up one more time because I forgot exactly what that is in law. Okay, let's look at that real quick. Hold on, we got to find that. In law, you need to figure that out. Let's see what that means. So that refers to an event or action that serves as a basic or foundation for something else. It's often a criminal charge, a conviction, or sentence enhancement. It can also refer to the foundational facts or evidence upon which a legal argument is built. So let's see. So they say in criminal law, a predicate offense is a crime that is part of a larger criminal scheme or that serves as the basis for a more serious charge. So under the RICO Act, a pattern of racketeering activities must include at least 2 predicate acts, which are specific underlying criminal acts. They say it can also be used to enhance a sentence for a later conviction. So in other words, if someone is charged with money laundering, the underlying crime that generated the money is DRUG, trafficking and fraud. That is considered the predicate offense. So a predicate fact is an established fact that serves as the basis for another fact or legal conclusion. Another example, in a car accident, the skid marks on the road could be a predicate fact, okay, that supports the conclusion that the driver was speeding. Just like if he was drunk, that could be a predicate fact. You know, if you're drunk and you cause an accident or something like that, that, you know, played a role in your accident or whatever the case is. So let's see here again, what did they say over here? Okay, let's see if we can break this down. So they're just basically telling you what predicate acts the jury can focus on when they are trying to make a decision about the verdict. Okay, that's what they're doing, making it easier for them to do that. If I'm understanding that correctly. Yeah, you definitely need that. Thank you so much. Okay. So if y'all want to add anything else to it, you can in the chat. Joe Bernat just did. So if you want to, Jermaine or Tony, y'all can add something to that. So anyway, this makes it simpler for the jury to be able to decide if he's guilty or non-guilty, or they are just indecisive. Okay. So we will see how that goes. Make it more easier for them to be able to do that. So let's see what else we got here. Regarding Sean Diddy Combs. Hold on. Let's see what else we got here. Diddy. So those are the charges that they got. Prosecutors dropped some charges in Diddy's case. That's what they're talking about. Let me make sure. Hey, Most Hated, thank you so much for tuning in. So let's see. Yeah, same thing. And so that's what Custom Costume was talking about last night when she said that some dude was saying that some of Diddy's charges were dropped. They're not actually dropped. They just made the predicate things easier for the jury to understand when they are, you know, in the process of deliberating, you know, the verdict. That's what that is. Okay. Okay. So again, it's for the instructions for the charge that related to attempted kidnapping, attempted arson, and aiding and abetting ex trafficking, according to the court filings. But he still is charged with those crimes. Okay. All right. So we got that straight now. All right. So as we know, Combs has pleaded not guilty to 1 count of racketeering conspiracy, 2 counts of trafficking, and 2 counts of transportation to engage in the P word. Prosecutors say they will be focusing on the forced labor and ex trafficking portions of the charge. Okay, y'all got that? Prosecutors say they will be focusing on the forced labor and ex trafficking portions of the charge. The forced labor, where he had them working for all those hours against their will, if that is true, and the ex trafficking that they are trying to say he did with Cassie and probably Jane. I'm not sure if it's Jane, but I know one is Cassie. So anyway, as everybody already know, and Jobo not just said it again, the Racketeering, Influence, and Corrupt Organization Act requires proof of at least 2 predicate acts or criminal offenses. The predicate act must be related and demonstrate a pattern of criminal activity connected to an enterprise. So how many people in this chat thinks that he has at least 2 predicate acts or criminal offenses that relates and demonstrate a pattern of criminal activity connected to an enterprise, like Bad Boy or his other company? Now, both prosecutors and defense attorneys, like we know, rested their case in the 6-week criminal trial against Sean Diddy Combs on Tuesday. Combs' defense team only introduced exhibits into evidence as their presentation, calling no witnesses to the stand. Prosecutors finished questioning their last witness, Joseph Cercello, a special agent for Homeland Security investigations, marking the end of their nearly 30-day case. Closing arguments will begin tomorrow, and the 2 sides will launch their last bid to sway a 12-member jury. The 2 sides will be engaged in a charging conference Wednesday, where they will work with the judge to hammer out final jury instructions. And that's where they must have changed the instructions and said that's the way they want it done. Okay, that they don't have to, they changed the instructions for, I think, the predicate acts. I think that's what it said. Okay, but the charges I already told you guys about: the kidnapping, arson, and I think another one. Okay, so let's see what else we got here on Sean Diddy Combs. It's probably the same thing. Okay, let's look at this. Well, we're not going to listen to this shit. But anyway, so they did say Diddy scores a significant legal victory. Okay, a major shift in the case. Let's see what they're saying right here. They're probably talking about that predicate stuff. So let's see. So they did drop those mid-trial. Let's see. So that's surprising development, you guys, marks a turning point in the highly publicized case, sparking debate over the strength of the prosecution's initial claims and also raising questions about what lies ahead. All right. The drop charges had been central to the case, which stemmed from allegations related to as many federal charges. The trial had been underway for weeks, with proceedings attracting widespread public attention due to Diddy's prominence in both music and entrepreneurship. However, in a sudden move during today's session, the prosecution announced that key allegations could no longer be substantiated, prompting the court to dismiss them. Okay, they probably didn't have enough evidence, obviously. Now, while Diddy's legal team celebrated this as a step toward justice, the decision has drawn varied reactions from observers. His lead attorney issued a statement expressing relief and confidence in his client's ultimate vindication, noting that the remaining charges are also likely to crumble under scrutiny. And I think they will too, because honestly, I just don't see it. Now, experts suggest the prosecution may face reputational challenges, with some speculating that their case rely heavily on circumstantial evidence. Okay, no real proof. All right. Meanwhile, fans and industry insiders alike have taken to social media to rally behind the star. Okay, now they want to do that now. See, people are full of shit. All right. Hailing the drop charges as proof of his innocence. I don't know what to say about you people. All right. Because if he was guilty before, why would you guys change your mind if you thought he was so guilty before? Okay. Listen, I thought he was guilty in the beginning of certain things, but as I started reading those damn text messages, I'm going to be perfectly honest. from Jane Doe, from Cassie, and other messages, I realized then this sounds like a whole little escapade of nothing but people mad. And of course, he did do some domestic violence situation. He did do some domestic violence things and maybe a couple other things. But I think that should be taken up with state, But I think they won't even be doing that because I think they said they did something with state as well. I think I told you guys about that yesterday. But I never, after I saw those text messages and then I saw the witnesses and that nobody really had physical proof of anything, it's basically like hearsay. I was like, what? What is this? And all you heard about is domestic violence. Okay, now the forced labor thing, we have to see what they have regarding that. You know what I'm saying? Because these people saying they was forced to work, all day, all night, for hours at a time. But you need proof of this. I mean, did he stop you from working? I mean, from leaving? Did he stop you from leaving? Did he tell you if you left, I'm going to have you unalive? I mean, yeah, fired, so what? You can go get another job, So, I mean, what did he do which makes it forced? That's what I'm trying to say. Did he hold a GUN up to your head? Did he say he's going to beat your ass or what? Did he do that? And do you have proof? And then what else? Like I said, that bribery thing with the hotel people, I mean, one could say it sounds like he might was doing that. I don't know for sure, because he could also say that he was just trying to keep his stuff from being out in the news. You know what I'm saying? And he was paying for the hotel damage. They told you how much it cost. Okay, so you could easily say that, which I think they did say that. And then you got, what do you call that other stuff? Extortion. Okay, right? Extortion. I don't even see that charge up there anymore, but extortion, if it was ever there, where he basically, they may have it underneath another name though, where he allegedly basically called up Cassie's mom and told her that he will release Cassie's ex freak off tapes if she doesn't pay him 10 grand. And she allegedly went and did another mortgage loan on her house. And then she got the money and gave it to him, but then he gave it back to her in a couple of days. But, again, we have to have proof of all of this because, for all we know, she could have been paying off some bills and then Sean decided to help them. So we just don't know, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people want him convicted because they just don't like him. Some are racist and some actually believe that he did a lot of stuff, and he probably did do some of these things. Let's keep it real. But you still have to have that proof. You know what I'm saying? You just can't go convicting people and you don't have no proof. So anyway, they said this development could open doors for Diddy to refocus on his professional pursuits. While the trial isn't over yet, today's outcome brings him one step closer to putting these legal challenges behind him. So the thing about it, though, is just say if he does get off. And if he does get off, I just hope he changes his life around. Stop doing them damn freak offs and orgies or whatever you want to call them, King's Night, Ass Night, whatever you want to call them. Stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because these people will do these things with you, and then soon as something does not go their way, they want to come back and say you forced them and things like that. You just can't do these type of things. He needs to really lay low. And even if he gets off, he's going to be the joke of the town for a long time. And I don't know if his career will ever go back to, what I don't think he will. I don't know if he'll be able to go back to what he was before. How everybody was like, Diddy doing this, Diddy doing that. I don't know for sure. I mean, he may, and and he probably has a tough skin because I'm pretty sure there are going to be so many jokes about the baby oil, all types of shit, man. So it's going to be a trip, you know what I'm saying? But and I hope too, okay, as far as the domestic violence situation, I mean, I think he may want to look at, going to take anger management and things like that. Just show people that he's trying to make a change. Go to counseling, do all of that. Because let me tell you something, one day he's going to meet the right woman and he's going to do that too. And then nobody will have to worry about a trial. Okay, he's going to meet the right woman that won't be playing that shit. All right. And it's going to be a whole different story. So, or some, like her brother or, somebody, her dad or somebody, you got to, anybody. So you got to watch out for, it could be a stranger on the street or a stranger that's a person that's working for him and see something and then, feel some type of way about it and tries to, stop it or whatever the case is, and then stuff happens. So he just need to watch all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully if he gets off, just use this as a learning thing. You know what I'm saying? Learn from this, in other words, and just do better. Damn, what kind of lizard is this? Oh, let me see this lizard. This is a big ass lizard, man. What kind of lizard? This is a big, let me show y'all this damn lizard, man. If I saw this in a park, man, I'm running. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Okay? Hold on. Let me show y'all this big ass lizard. What the hell? That's a lizard. Okay? Y'all see that? It's huge. The hell? Oh, what kind of lizard is this? So this is a giant invasive species of lizard. It's in the California park, Argentine tegu. Goodness. It was spotted in Joseph D. Grant County Park, not far from San Jose. Hikers saw this. Okay, let's see. Oh, they don't present a physical threat to humans, but they are not meant to be here. And they said they can cause serious harm to the local ecosystem. They say it could be an escaped pet. They said it won't do nothing to you, but they're telling you if you see it, back away safely and notify rangers as soon as possible. So if it's not dangerous, why do we have to back away safely? They can grow to be 5 feet long. They eat eggs and hatchlings of native species, such as ground nesting birds, snakes, alligators, and turtles, some type of turtles. So that's a trip, man. I have never in my life, I think I would still be afraid of that, okay? Somebody said, how do they taste? Fried, boiled, baked, or raw? Somebody said fried. Okay, these people are crazy. Somebody said those are Democrats. Actually, they're Republicans, okay, Jermaine? No. Oh my gosh. They said they caught that a week ago. They got this shit up here like they just saw it today. Ooh, somebody said, don't worry, folks. The invasive California lot lizard is by far more dangerous. You get a thumbs up for that, okay? Y'all know what lot lizards are. Those women be at the truck stop trying to sell their stuff to the truckers, okay? Lot lizards. You be in your truck and be knocking on the door like this. You good? You good? My soon-to-be ex told me about them. Yeah, they be doing the most, y'all. They be at them truck stops. Somebody say anyone caught with a wildlife animal reptile should be arrested. These states and federal governments should make a law banning all wildlife creatures. They should be kept in the wild. Look at all of those boa constrictors loose in the Everglades. Okay. But anyway, that's a big ass lizard, and I don't care what they say. I'm bagging up if I saw that, and that's it. All right, I'm bagging up, man. All right, so let's finish with Diddy. Let's see what else we can find. It only takes the herpes 1 hour to change human DNA forever. Okay. Take a look at the Diddy's jury verdict form. So this is what his verdict form looked like. Let's see if I can see it. Oh man, I should have screenshotted let me go back. Let's look at it like this. Let me screenshot it and I'm gonna show it to y'all. What his verdict form looks like, just in case y'all don't know. If you ever stood on a jury, you'll know what it looks like. I was up for jury duty a couple of times. I'm so glad they don't know where I'm at because I hate it. You know, they be putting you on standby and shit, which I love it when they put you on standby. You have to call in every day, going night by 7 or after 7. And they'll tell you if they want you to come in. My daughter, she was on it last week. I'm so glad they did not call her to come in because I would have had to take her every morning. So look, this is what it looks like, y'all. Let me make sure I'm not showing. Hold on, let me do like this. Wait, let's do like this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, you got to do it like this, Shay. Okay, so this is what it looks like, y'all. If y'all can see it, hold on. Look at that. That's what it looks like. Y'all see it? So just in case you guys get a RICO and you are incarcerated or out on bail, this is what they're going to be filling out on you, the jury, to see if you are guilty or not guilty, I believe. Okay, so make sure you don't do no RICOs. Let's see what they got here. So they got kidnapping. So they're going, okay, so if I was on the, listen, let's play this game. So everybody in the chat, even the people who are not in chat, just do it at home. Let's pretend like we are part of the jury, okay? And I'm going to read these questions and you just tell me, yes, you would, it's proven, or no, it's not proven. So say, yes, it's proven, or 2 is not proven. So number 1, kidnapping or attempted kidnapping in violation of California law. What do y'all think? Is it proven or not proven? Matter of fact, just put proven or not proven. Is it proven or not proven? I'm going to say that it's not proven. All right. The kidnapping or attempted kidnapping, in my opinion, is not proven. So for me, it's not proven. Y'all hurry up too. Number 2, kidnapping or attempted kidnapping in violation of New York law. For me, I'm still saying not proven. Okay. Number 3, arson or attempted arson in violation of California law. Again, not proven. All right. The next one, bribery or attempted bribery in violation of California law. Proven. I'm going to have to say proven. The next one, tampering with witnesses or victim. Proven. Okay. The next one, forced labor. For me, it's not proven. Ex trafficking. For me, it's not proven. And the next one is transportation for purpose of the P word. Oh, this is a hard one right here, guys. This is a hard one. He did buy escorts for the purpose of coming there for X, but he did hide it under the thing when he initially hired them as coming there to do a performance. And then something transpired where it ended up being X. This is a hard one right here, but I'm going to have to say, okay, Tony, be safe. Let me come back to that one. The next one is this inducement to, or no, inducement to travel for purpose of prostitution? You know what I'm talking about. Oh my God, this is another hard one right here. Because let me tell you something. If you are saying that he did the inducement to travel for purpose of P, then you have to say proven for the other one, transportation for purpose of the P word. So let me come back to those two. How about the DRUG, distribution in possession? Well, he was giving out stuff to others, but that's not proven. But he did have some in his own possession for his personal use. This way, I'm going to have to say not proven because he was using it for his own self. So I'm going to have to say not proven. Now go back to transportation for purpose of the P word. This is a hard one for sure. This is very hard right here because he did tell that one. What's the male escort name? The Punisher. He did. Well, Cassie actually hired him, but then Cassie said for some type of actual scene, dancing at first, and then she said an actual scene. So I mean, how can you say she might have hired him just for the dancing, strip tease at first, and then once he started stripping, then it could have led to the actual thing, but not P word. But then she also paid him. But you could say, since he is a male escort, that she paid him for his escorting services. So let's see what else they have. Honestly, I don't know on this one right here, on these two, on the inducement to travel for purpose of P word and the transportation for purpose of the P word. I'm going to have to say not proven on both of them, not proven, okay? Because we don't know for sure. I mean, I don't even think they really showed no real evidence, no real proof to support, us saying that that's proven, at least for me, okay? So that's what I would say with my verdict, if I was on the jury. So already he wouldn't be charged because I already said not proven on most of them. You said, I think they may be what was proposed to the judge. The defense proposal was simple. The prosecution's proposal was more detailed and confusing. The judge makes the final decision, right? Thank you so much. The final instructions. Okay. Thank you, Drobinot. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, that's what I would do if I was on the daggone jury. All right. So there we go. Y'all didn't put y'all's in there, but I did mine. So it is what it is. All right. So let me see what else I got for Diddy. So I'm thinking that the judge did the final, approved the final instructions. I don't know for sure yet, but I think the judge did, Drobinot. Okay, let me make sure I covered everything with Diddy. Okay, hold on, let me make sure. Because Jim and I just gonna be doing shit these last couple of days. So I'm not gonna do no replay or no trial. Let's see what else they got. I think that's it for today. Yeah, because everything on here is old 2 days ago. So tomorrow they're gonna be back in there, right? I forgot for what. What did they call that? I forgot what they call it, but they will be back tomorrow for that. And then Friday, I think that's the jury deliberation. So something they're doing tomorrow. The prosecutor get 4 hours, I think, and then the defense attorneys get 4 hours, I think. Okay. So let's see here. I'm not going to recap all these days. That's what they're doing here because we went over this stuff so good that it's like, please. So let's see what else. Okay, that's it. I think that is it. Did I cover everything, you guys in the chat for today? Jermaine, if you're still in here, you're mighty quiet. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so let's see what's supposed to happen tomorrow again. I forgot what they said on Thursday. Let's see. They just told us. I just can't remember what they just said. Okay, close your arguments. That's what it's called tomorrow. Okay, that's what will be happening tomorrow. They're going to make their closing arguments tomorrow. Okay. Let's see what they're saying right here. Just the same thing, you guys. Okay. Okay, so anyway, tomorrow we will see the closing arguments, okay? And that is it for Diddy's recap today. All right, if y'all have anything to add, you can go ahead and add it. Otherwise, we're going to move right along to Fat Joe. Fat Joe in the place to be, y'all. Let's go ahead and move to him. Let me go ahead and change this Fat Joe. Here it is right here, okay? So I know you guys already heard about Fat Joe's process server getting mowed down, okay? So we're going to talk about that real quickly. Let me get the story. I can't wait to see what happened tomorrow in Diddy's trial. Let's see. And then on Friday, I really can't wait to see Friday. I'm going to be perfectly honest about that. Okay, let's see here. Fat Joe. Hold on, let me see. So Tyrone Blackburn ran over Fat Joe's process server, and he's in my thumbnail, okay? So let me go ahead and get this. Let me go ahead and get the story. I thought you sent that to me, Jermaine. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get that real quick, y'all. Hold on for 1 sec. Let's see if I can get this down. Okay, so the lawyer who was suing Fat Joe, he was arrested, you guys, for allegedly running down Joe's process server. Let's see that. So he was arrested, huh? So is this him? This is him right here. Let's find out his next. All right, this is him right here. Okay. Okay. Do they? Okay. Okay. So let's see here. Yep, that's coming next. So let's see. They said more drama. This is according to TMZ in the Fat Joe civil case. His accuser's attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, just got arrested for allegedly mowing down a process server with his car in NYC. A rep for the New York Police Department tells us Blackburn was taken into custody earlier today and booked for assault. The accuser's attorney, all right? Cops say it all started on the night of May the 12th when Blackburn got into his car as a 66-year-old messenger was serving him a complaint in the Fat Joe case. He backed into his leg. Thank you, Jermaine. Blackburn allegedly slammed his car into reverse and then he backed up, hitting the process server in the leg and causing a minor injury. The victim reported the incident to police. Blackburn's arrest stems from a messy legal matter involving Fat Joe and the rapper's powerhouse attorney, Joe Tacopina. All right? Here's Joe right here. Tacopina right here. We heard his name so many times. All right? So anyway, Joe Tacopina tells us Blackburn sent a demand letter on behalf of Terrence Dixon to Fat Joe requesting $3 million for allegedly co-writing music with the hip-hop star. Tacopina says they blew off the letter, but Blackburn followed up with another demand letter, claiming Fat Joe was messing around with minors. All right? Tacopina says they wanted to get out ahead of the situation, so they filed a lawsuit alleging defamation and extortion against Blackburn and Dixon. That's when Tacopina hired the messenger to serve the complaint to Blackburn. Dixon has since filed his own $20 million lawsuit against Fat Joe, accusing him of being a PEDOPHILE. Okay, so they did reach out to Blackburn. So far, no word back. That's a hot ass juicy mess. All right, let's see what some of these people are saying. Let's go to TikTok and see if we can find anything so we can laugh about it. He definitely must have leaned back. Leaned back, yeah. He definitely did. We are silly. Oh man, let me go over here and get this on TikTok. What is this right here? Oh, okay. Let's go over here and look up TikTok. I thought I had TikTok on my thing already. I forgot I took it down. Let's go ahead and find Fat Joe. Let me go ahead and do this so y'all can see what I'm doing over here. Present, share screen, share screen again. And we're gonna do this right here. Share screen. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. All right. Let's see what's coming up on my phone. Did I present and share? I did. All right, so there you go. All right. So let's go ahead and do Fat Joe. Hold on, let's see what's the title of this. Wait a minute, let me make sure I type this right. Hold on, not listening. Let's do it like this. Let's see, lawyer suing Fat Joe arrested for allegedly mowing down. Let's see. I think I got this right. see if you can pull it up right. I might have typed that wrong. Let's see. Okay, let's look at him. He be tripping out when he be talking. So let's look at him and see what he's saying. No, let's do this one right here. Okay, which one I want to do? Let's do him first.
Patriots, this is crazy. Tyrone Blackburn, the lawyer who is representing a person accusing Fat Joe, or as I call him, Ozempic Joey, he mowed down a process server who was delivering papers to him, supposedly from Ozempic Joey. We're still trying to get more details on this story. Now, here's something crazy and personal. Tyrone Blackburn, the guy dresses nice. I met him in line at the Diddy line. This guy butted the line. Him and 4 other people, I'll never forget, because we all paid a lot of money to have line sitters hold our places. And I personally went up to Tyrone Blackburn. I was like, yo, you just butt the line. He ignored, didn't say anything. I said, who are you? He's like, I'm a lawyer. I was like, okay. So now we know who Tyrone Blackburn is. And this guy obviously doesn't play by the rules. This process server was delivering him papers on behalf of Ozempic Joey, and he put the car into reverse and backed into the guy. Apparently, he had a minor injury, but it was enough to file charges, and Tyrone was arrested. Now, you can go to TMZ and see pictures of Tyrone from the Diddler line. And yes, again, and there's probably some other people who were in the line that day who can verify this, that he and 3 other people butt the line. They came right there at around 7 a.m., right after we had all been sitting there for like 4 hours, and they just got in line. So is this karma or what? I don't know. What do you guys think? I will be covering this Ozempic Joey case as it digressolates. And also, I will be covering the Klobuchar trial.
We don't care about that. Okay, we're going to stop you, okay? They said Tyrone Blackburn is one of the worst lawyers in history. He's been sanctioned so many times by judges for adding false stories on his clients' lawsuits. It's shocking he has not been disbarred. They also say he's a...
Now, this is an interesting...
Patriots, this is
an interesting update. Tyrone Blackburn, the lawyer that's defending Fat Joe's accuser, has now been arrested for hitting a process server with his car. Tyrone Blackburn has been charged with assault. But first, let me tell you guys exactly what happened. May 13th, while he was sitting in his car, a 66-year-old messenger came up to him to try to serve him papers in the Fat Joe case. Instead of Tyrone Blackburn taking the paperwork, he put his car in reverse, and he hit that 66-year-old messenger in his leg and injured him. This whole thing stems from Fat Joe's former hype man, Terrence Dixon, suing Fat Joe for $3 million for allegedly co-writing Fat Joe's music. But when Fat Joe's lawyer ignored that letter, that $3 million lawsuit, Blackburn filed another lawsuit against Fat Joe. And this time he was accusing him of messing with minors. That's when now Fat Joe's lawyer files his own lawsuit against Blackburn and Dixon for defamation and extortion. Dixon and Blackburn filed another lawsuit against Fat Joe for $20 million for allegedly messing with minors. All of this is just messy. Just imagine you got a lawyer and then you just get a call one day that your lawyer just got locked up.
That's great.
Your lawyer got arrested and went to jail for hitting somebody. That's your lawyer. The person that's supposed to be defending you is out here committing crimes of his own. I just see.
Okay, we're gonna stop his ass. We got that damn music in the background, you know. But the thing is that that's a hot ass mess, you guys. They be doing that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? As a lawyer, but you know, I saw that one negative comment regarding that lawyer. I don't know much about him, but that's a hot ass mess for the lawyer to put his car in reverse and hit the dude. All right. I mean, now he has an assault charge. That's crazy. I'm surprised he hasn't been disbarred too if he's been doing some shady shit. Doesn't even make any sense. And so y'all do know what Fat Joe is, his lawsuit is about, right? Let me just tell y'all just in case y'all don't know real quick. Hold on. Okay, just in case y'all don't know. I covered it a couple of days ago. Then I covered it again, okay? So let's see here. So the lawyer is only 40 years old. Okay. So they did book him on suspicion of assault. Yeah, he looked about 40. He looked pretty young. So I'm pretty sure he's out on bail or whatever the case is. I don't know. Anyway, he did not give a comment, you know. Let's see what else. So let me just explain what happened with them first. So they say on March the 23rd, when Dixon and Blackburn sent the rapper a written demand letter seeking money for being a ghostwriter and uncredited vocalist on some of Fat Joe's songs. Fat Joe disregarded those demands, but on April the 21st, Blackburn and Dixon sent a follow-up demand letter threatening to file a lawsuit not just for unpaid wages, but also for other allegations, including rape, forced labor, ex-trafficking, and fraud. All claims Tacopina called fake and outrageous and said were made with utter disregard for truth or decency. So as a result, Fat Joe sued Dixon and Blackburn in April, alleging extortion, defamation, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. So when the process server went to hand the paperwork to Blackburn, Blackburn hit him with his car. All right. And that's what Tacopina alleged. So a warrant was issued for Blackburn's arrest Thursday, according to Tacopina. The same day, Blackburn and Dixon filed a $20 million federal lawsuit against Fat Joe in U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York. The lawsuit alleges that Fat Joe forced Dixon to engage in thousands of sex acts with women and that Dixon was underpaid, denied songwriting credits, and he was threatened. Tacopina has told NBC News those claims were complete fabrications designed to damage Fat Joe's reputation. So Tacopina said Tyrone Blackburn has been doing a lot of manipulative things and misconduct, and his arrest is not surprising to him. And he said he's malicious too. He said Blackburn is an embarrassment to the legal profession, and he is a disgrace. It is a disgrace watching him use the court system to shield his extortion tactics. Okay? And they said that he said that's why Mr. Cartagena proactively sued Blackburn and his client, Terrence Dixon, in April because he knew they intended to try to destroy his reputation by peddling, outrageous lies. He said today's arrest is just the first step, but he said he is confident that his client's name will be cleared from all of these falsehoods and Blackburn will be brought to justice once and for all. So Blackburn has represented high-profile clients in the past. In February 2024, he filed a lawsuit on behalf of Sean Diddy Combs' accuser, producer Little Rodney. In that case, Little Rodney accused Combs of actually harassing Drugging and threatening him. Then Combs' attorneys denied the allegations. I knew I heard of him before. I was just trying to figure out where. So there you go. That's a hot ass mess, you guys. So we will be staying on top of this and letting you guys know what's happening. And it is what it is, you guys. What do you guys think about that? Look over here. You said the curse of Fat Joe. Definitely a curse. Fat Joe probably. I hope these allegations are false though, because we don't need another Diddy case coming up. You know what I'm saying? So we will see. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and see what else we got. All right. So the next and last story for tonight is the one with how you say his name? Silento. I know I'm saying it wrong. My son told me how to say it about 50 times. I forgot how to say his name, but I'm just saying Silento. Okay. So anyway, y'all know he got sentenced to 30 years in prison. Today he just started his 30 years. Okay. Hold on. Let me put his name up here first. Let me see where I want, which one I want to take. I want to keep this other thing up here. Let's see. Let's take this. No, yeah, let's take this down. Okay, so let me put Silento. And I know I'm saying his name wrong. Let's see how you spell his name. Let's see. Let me go get his name, y'all. I always forget how to spell his name. Hold on. Let me go back over here and get his stuff. I don't know how my screen jumped to that by itself. Let's see. Silento. Did I just save your story? Okay, I got so much Diddy shit up. I think I forgot to say, but I'm gonna go over here and get it because I forgot to save this story. Actually, I did. I sent it to myself. That's right. On my other phone. Let me go to my messages. I did it a different way. Here it is, right here. No, that's not mine. Hold on, it's right here. Okay, so let me spell his name right. Oh, no, I got it right. Okay. This dude is 27 years old. Okay. I don't know why these rappers engage in these damn crimes after becoming successful. Y'all know who he is, right? He did Let Me Rip and Let Me Nay Nay, Let Me Whip, Whip, Let Me Nay Nay. Y'all remember that song? So it went something like that. You know what I'm saying? Back in, I forgot what year that was out. But yeah, 27 years, all right, a baby. All right, and he's accused of shooting his cousin, I believe. Okay, so let me see real quick. Y'all, this dude is worth $500,000. I'm like, damn, if I had $500,000, there's no way I would have did a crime and yet get myself incarcerated. I mean, come on now. Yeah, that was back in 2010. He did Whip Whip Nay Nay. Yeah, whip, nay, nay. That's what it was. Watch me whip, watch me, nay, nay, watch me whip, whip, watch me, nay, nay. That's how that song went. All right. So anyway, like I said, he was sentenced to 30 years in prison after pleading guilty, but mentally ill in connection to the 2021 shooting unaliving of his 34-year-old cousin. All right. He did admit to the charges, including voluntary manslaughter, aggravated assault, having a GUN during a crime, and hiding the the unaliving. As part of a plea deal, so he took a plea deal. The original charge against him was dropped, and that's according to DeKalb County District Attorney Sherry Boston. All right, that's crazy. So anyway, he did report to his prison, I guess that's what you say, today, or earlier today, Wednesday. And this is what let me show y'all. He shaved all his hair off, guys. He looks definitely different. Hold on, put this up here. Damn, it must be very hard to be out on bail, right? And know that you are going to prison and you have to go turn yourself in to go spend 30 years behind bars. This dude is 27. When he gets out, he'll be around 57 years old. Now, he said that he was mentally ill, so I guess he was thinking that he would, he's bigger and bald. I guess he thought he would basically get off on it and use the mentally ill, thing that they use. I guess they, didn't buy it. They said he was struggling with mental ill health issues for some time, including previous arrests and incidents. Damn. So he looked definitely different. Now let's see here. Hold on. His real name is Ricky Lamar Hawk. All right. He pleaded not guilty too. But he pled guilty to aggravated assault, possessing a GUN while committing a crime and concealing the of another. And since he did that plea agreement, that earlier charge was dropped. This is him, but when I want to find a picture that I had of him earlier. I figure out what I do with it. He looked totally different in this now. Let's see. So let's see what happened first. They said in the early morning hours on January the 21st, 2021, the DeKalb County Police Department found Hawk's cousin, Frederick Rooks III, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds with 10 bullet casings found near his body. He was pronounced unalive at the scene. Security camera footage from a nearby home showed a white BMW SUV fleeing the area minutes after the fire. Officers were able to confirm that the car was the same one that Hawk used to pick up Rooks, according to the DeKalb County District Attorney's Office. Hawk was taken into custody on February 1st, 2021, and during an interview with investigators, he admitted to shooting Rooks. Ballistics testing matched the bullet casings to a GUN that Hawk had when he was arrested, according to authorities. Rooks' brothers and sisters told DeKalb County Superior Court Judge Courtney L. Johnson before sentencing that Hawk should have gotten a longer sentence. Wow. The rapper was a high school junior in suburban Atlanta in 2015 when he released Watch Me Whip Nene, and they watched it skyrocket into a dance craze. I remember that. So that was back in 2015. They also said that he struggled with depression and had grown up in a family where he witnessed mental illness and violence. He said he has been fighting demons his whole life, and that's what he said in 2019. He said depression doesn't leave you when you become famous. It just adds more pressure. And then he urged others to get help. And while everybody's looking at you, they are also judging you. But you know what? He should have went to get help. Okay? Goodness, he should have went to get help if he didn't. He said, I don't know if I can truly be happy. I don't know if these demons will ever go away. So they said he was struggling a lot months before the arrest. His publicist, Chanel Hudson, has said he tried to unalive himself in 2020. He should have been in some type of, I don't know. He should have been, I don't know, he might have been talking to a psychiatrist or whatever the case is, but I think he should if he wasn't. Anyway, they arrested him in Santa Ana, California. I know where that's at, in 2020 on a domestic violence charge. The next day, the Los Angeles Police Department charged him with assault with a weapon after witnesses said he entered a home where he didn't know anyone looking for his girlfriend, and then he swung a hatchet at two people before he was disarmed. Yeah, he should have been not locked up, but he should have been, I don't know, put in a mental place for a minute just to see what's going on with him. In October 2020, Hawk was arrested after police said they clocked him driving 143 miles per hour on Interstate 85 in DeKalb County. And I know that interstate because I used to live in ATL. Hudson said at the time of Hawk's arrest in the illing of Rooks that he had been suffering immensely from a series of mental health illnesses. Damn. He had to be psycho to be driving 143 miles per hour, you guys. That's fast. He should have been in jail just from that. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I guess he was trying to unalive himself. But damn. Okay. So let me show you what he looks like when he went to jail. Let me see if I can pull it out. I forgot. Let's see. He looks totally different now. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's see if we can get the picture. He looks totally different. This does not, I mean, it does look like him somewhat, but damn. So that's what he went to prison looking like. I guess he had to get into his attire, you know what I'm saying, for the prison life. I mean, you can't be going in there looking all soft and stuff, 27 years old, man, he done messed up his whole damn life, though, man. Damn, all his youth, the rest of his youth, right, demon, is basically, going to be spent incarcerated. Damn. Right, he does not even look the same in this picture. So he was processed into the Georgia Department of Corrections this week for his role in the 2021 shooting unaliving of Frederick Rooks the third, his cousin. And guess what? I searched and I still could not find out why he unalived his cousin. They will not disclose that. Even in the indictment, it does not list that. So I don't know why they did not list it. They said that he was emotionless in the mugshot, but they did say he was apologetic following the sentencing. Okay. He also said he plans on making music during his incarceration. He will not be released until a potential release date of January 2051. That is how many years again? 30 years. Damn, just think like this. A lot of people who are alive now won't be alive in 30 years, okay? Goodness. This is him when he was a younger dude singing Rip Rip Nay Nay. See, I remember him looking like this. Damn, dude, you got all this little money, right? I don't know why they just don't get treatment for, the mental illnesses, the depression, and everything. Damn. I mean, why? Okay, so he was sad. He said he was depressed outside of jail, right? So when he get incarcerated, you would think he would be even more so depressed, being in a cell, being in that environment around the same people, all these men, you don't have your real freedom. You would think he would be even more depressed being in that situation, right? They say his mugshot is going viral right now. Damn, 30 years. Can y'all imagine being in prison for 30 years? Man, he looks totally different from this right here. I'm sorry. He just really does. He looked different from this right here. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. Let me get this up here. That does not look like the same dude. Okay. Got his teeth done. They may have already been like that though, because he was so young. 30 years. But I guess you don't really want to go into prison looking like you could easily be, taken advantage of. You want to go in there looking kind of hardcore. All right, let's see. They say he was already behind bars though, since his arrest in February 2021. Okay, so he was already, he wasn't out on bail. So he was already behind bars since 2021. So he was in a regular jail probably, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's already been in jail for 4 years. So that's why he looks like that. Okay. And so I guess now, do they ship him to a different prison or something like that when his actual sentence begins? I don't know how they do all of that. But yeah, he looks totally different. January 2050. Well, that's a long damn time, you guys. But at least he did offer an apology, after he was sentenced. And he said that he apologized for the pain and disappointment he had caused to his family, friends, and supporters. Okay? But he did say he will continue to make music and work on becoming the best possible version of himself. He said he cannot reverse time, but he can serve the time that he has been given lawfully. And he strived to positively contribute to whatever his new environment may be. If only he could have did that before he got incarcerated. For real. And he wouldn't even be in this situation. And I still would like to know what happened with his cousin. He also said, I entered this industry as a teenager, often without proper guidance or direction. While that is not an excuse, it is part of my truth. I pray for growth, evolution, and the ability to find forgiveness for myself and for this entire situation. God bless y'all. And before he got sentenced, he said he did not commit a crime of passion but was mentally ill. He said no one is beyond redemption. Okay, let's see what else. But he will be eligible for parole within the next 10 years. So just think, if he does good, he may not be in there for 30 years. Okay, so if he does good for the next 10 years and he go into prison, he do his music, he don't get into the altercation that he starts, he work in prison, you know what I'm saying, just follow directions for the next 10 years, he will be up for eligible for parole in 10 years. He'll be like what, 37 years old. So maybe he'll get paroled in the next 10 years. Damn. Mm-mm-mm. Then he been in trouble for domestic violence, reckless driving. That's the 143 miles per hour, and then assault with a you know what weapon. And I think I said domestic violence, beating his I guess girlfriend or something like that. I don't know. I think I just told you guys about it, but I forgot if it was girlfriend or family member or what. But yeah, it's a shame, you know, and it's a shame this cousin got unalived as well. You say you'll never see that ninja again. You may, because he'll be eligible for parole in the next 10 years. So it depends if he's, you know, if he does good in prison, follow, you know, instructions and stuff, the rules. You know, basically he should go into prison, follow the rules, make his music, stay out of trouble. Don't be doing no drugs, don't be doing no contraband stuff. Don't come in here messing with this cat. None of that stuff, you know, just basically get a job. Because if you feel your day with working in the prison, going to the library, by the time you do all of that, you know, then write your music, shit, the day will be over with because they get up like at 5 o'clock in the morning probably. And then they probably go to bed, lights is out probably around 9 p.m. or 8, somewhere around that time. So shit, if he fill his whole day up every day with the same schedule, when the 10 years come around, that's a long damn time. But when the 10 years come around, he may get parole. And then I don't know, he may not, because you know he did unalive his cousin, a relative. So we will see if we are here to see. You know what I'm saying? Because you just never know. Okay, so anyway, my prayers are extended out for his family, though. Okay, for his family, because the cousin and everything, and my condolences are expressed out to them as well. My prayers are for him too, the rapper, because mental illness is real, you know. And he's still he's a young dude, so you know, it is what it is. No, it's shame, but you know, I wish he could have got some really good help so he could have avoided all of this. But it is what it is. Hopefully, he will do his time. 10 years from now, he'll get parole and he'll come out and be a better person. That's all we can say. All right? All right. So anyway, let's get ready to do some breaking news and we are out of here. I got to hurry up now, y'all. Let's see if I have any. I don't even think I even have any breaking news because I didn't look up anything today. Let's see if I have anything on my phone real quick. And then we are getting ready to get out of here because I know I'm going to have to leave in a minute. I'm just glad I got a chance to do this live before I come back home because it'd be so late. But I may do that Country Rain reaction because Shayla and Anthony got into it. And he threw her out of P's house. So I definitely want to talk about that tonight. So let's see if I got any breaking news. Maybe 1 or 2 stories. I don't. Let me see. Well, out here in California, y'all, they're going to they're doing a bill to ban cat declawing unless it's medically necessary. So that may be a good thing because I think it's very inhumane to, you know, cut off a cat's claws. Because like if they have to defend themselves, they won't be able to do it if they don't have any, you know, claws. So hopefully that gets, you know, voted yes on. Let's see what else we got. Okay, let me see over here in the news section. Okay, y'all, hold on. Let me check to see. And so I hope y'all did that T-Mobile lawsuit thing because they start issuing out checks. And I'm thinking that I forgot to do it. Okay, because I didn't get a check. My daughter got a check. Her check was $200 and some dollars. You know, some people are getting more than that, and some people are getting less. Okay, so yeah, I hope y'all got it. You know, this girl right here, this tourist, that was sad with her. Okay, let's see. Okay, we don't need to hear about him right now. Let's see. Well, we already talked about that. Let's see. And I don't see nothing in here, you guys. Okay. Well, I guess I can give y'all this fun fact real quick. Let me tell y'all 20 signs that a person you love doesn't love you back. Let me give you that and study the breaking news, okay? So y'all can know in case y'all dating someone and y'all want to know if that person love you guys. Here are 20 signs that the person you love does not love you back. Okay, so they rarely initiate contact. All right. If you are the one that is always calling this person and making plans and things like that, that's a red flag. When someone really likes you or love you, they want to reach out, they want to do things with you. They just basically trying to be around you. So that person is not trying to make contact with you, not trying to plan outings or movie days or anything else, then that person probably is not really into you like they are claiming. Number 2, they avoid deep conversations. When someone avoids getting into meaningful or emotional topics, it often means they are not fully invested. People who care, they want to truly understand you beyond small talk. All right, so they'll ask questions, they want to know more about you and things like that. If somebody does not want to know anything about you, or they are scared to tell you about themselves and they don't like to talk deep, then they probably don't, they're not worth your time. Okay, let's keep it real. Number 3, their body language is closed off. When they don't say, wait a minute, hold on. What they don't say can speak volumes. If they keep their arms crossed and they avoid eye contact with you, it may show discomfort or a lack of interest. All right, even if they were seen kind, their body language can reveal how they really feel. Number 4, they don't remember important details. I'm not going to say this is true right here, right? Because sometimes I don't remember stuff. Anyway, forgetting your birthday or meaningful moments isn't just careless. It says something deeper. Paying attention to these details is a simple but powerful way to show you care. When someone forgets it all the time, it might mean they are not as involved as you are. Okay? They cancel plans at the last minute all the time. Now, we know life get busy and all that, but if a person is always canceling plans and acting like something came up, then they probably are not interested. Hold on for a minute, you guys. Let me tell her. Okay. Hold on. Let me go through the next ones quick because I knew this was going to happen. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to that real quick if I don't go off. Okay, the next one. Okay, I said if they cancel the plans all the time, then that shows that they probably are not interested. Because if they are interested, they're going to try to keep those plans. They're going to make whatever sacrifice they can to make those plans with you, okay? Number 6, they avoid introducing you to family or friends. That speaks for itself. If they don't want their friends to know you or their family to know you, they cannot be that serious about you. When you are serious with someone, you definitely want to show them off to your family and to your friends. You are very proud of that person, okay? Number 7, they rarely compliment or show affection. Sometimes people are like me. I mean, I do show affection and I do compliment, but sometimes I just don't. It doesn't mean that I don't care. It's just that I just don't. But some people, when they don't show compliments or if they don't do compliments or show affection, they basically are telling you they are not really, truly interested in you. Okay, they're not feeling you. All right. Number 8, they seem distracted when with you, like their attention is somewhere else, like the phone, or anything else. They just zone out. That means that they're not really thinking about you. They're not feeling you. So therefore, it is what it is. You really basically probably don't matter to them that much. All right. Because they don't care about what you're talking about. That's why they are looking at their phones and doing the most. Number 9, they don't make plans with you. Again, if they don't include you in stuff that they do or stuff that they want to do, it's probably a little sign to let you know they're not really interested in you like that. They don't defend you or support you. Honestly, I cannot even believe a person really likes me or wants me or love me if they cannot defend or show support for me, but they show it to everybody else. All right. That's a sure sign that a person is not dedicated or love you or into you. Because when you are into a person or you love them or you are dedicated to them, you are definitely going to defend them and you certainly are going to show support for them. And that's on everything. Okay. Number 11, they don't share personal life updates. If they can't share any personal things with you, that's another sure sign that they're not really into you. Because usually when you are in love with somebody or you like someone, you tell them personal things that happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Good things and bad things. Okay. Number 12, they avoid physical intimacy. Hey, if they are avoiding physical intimacy, you know, getting down well, they are not into you. If they don't want you to kiss them, and certainly the other thing, if it's not health related or religion related, then they're not into you, point blank. If a person does not want you to kiss them, hold your hand, you know, get them well, they cannot be that much into you. Okay. Like they said, physical touch is more than just romance. It's a way to feel closer and connected. If you can't touch a person, how can you get that deeper connection? You know what I'm saying? How can you get it? How can you feel closer if that person and you can't hold hands, you can't cuddle up together, you can't get a kiss, even if you don't do the fornication things, you know, before marriage, the holding hands and just, you know, snuggling and things like that, that shows, you know, closeness. Okay. And it makes you more connected. All right. Number 13, they show more enthusiasm around others. If they light up when chatting with friends or strangers, but seem to be flat when talking to you, that should indicate something right then and there, that this person may not be as into you as you think. All right. Because if somebody is into you a lot, they are going to show so much enthusiasm when they are around you. Their face is going to lighten up. Even men, they get happy, be smiling, all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Number 14, they don't respond promptly or thoroughly. You know, you text them and shit, you call them, they take hours to call you back. They don't call you back, or when you get on the phone with them, they try to hang up. That should be a telltale sign that a person is not into you like they claim. Okay, if they're doing that, stop giving them all the time in the world, unless you don't give a damn and you're just talking to them to fill some type of time or something like that, you know, like when you're bored or some shit, you know, something like that. Otherwise, if you really want a real relationship with a person and they are not responding to your texts or calls, or, you know, they are responding, but they're trying to get you off the phone or whatever the case is, you need to let their ass go and get someone that will, you know, respond to you and things like that in the way you want them to. Okay. Number 15, they frequently bring up other people. I'm laughing for a reason. Okay. Anyway, constant mention of others, whether it's exes, co-workers, or friends, can feel like an emotional distance or even competition. Okay. It may be a subconscious way to create space or test your reaction. This pattern should make you wonder where you truly stand. Sometimes people do compare to make you be better, but, you know, honestly, I mean, I do it all the time, but you shouldn't do it. Okay. It's not a good look. All right. You should not compare your ex to your new man or woman or whatever the case is, or friends or coworkers, because it'll make that person feel, you know, some type of way. And just think if it was you, you would feel some type of way. All right. Number 16, they don't apologize or take responsibility. Right. If somebody never apologizes or take responsibility, that is absolutely a great reason to believe that they are not into you as they should, or either they just don't give a damn. All right. Or they may think that they don't need to apologize because maybe it's something that they didn't do or feel like they need to apologize. So if you are with someone and you guys are really close for real, but they have a hard time apologizing or taking responsibility, then you should talk to that person about that first. Okay. Talk to them about that. Find out why they don't want to apologize or why they don't take responsibility, and then go from there. Okay. So Payo said reflection on self, because we all do things to upset the other inadvertently. That's true. Apologize anyway. It's polite. You're right. And see, I got to get in the habit of doing that because my ass would not apologize half of the time. Sometimes I do, but a lot of times I just don't. They are vague about relationship status. Okay, so now this is something that is like a real red flag for real. If they do not tell you what's up between you and the other person, then I don't know if I could continue on talking to that person. If you are with someone and you don't know if you guys are exclusive or your boyfriend and girlfriends or what, then I'm like, what is the point of even talking? Because if somebody's really into you, they're going to tell you what they want, what they think you guys are, what you should be. You see what I'm saying? They're going to let you know. I mean, being stuck in limbo can be very emotional draining and confusing because you don't know what's up. Okay, you don't know how to take this person, and then you are in limbo. You don't want to talk to other people because then what if that person is not talking to other people and they want to be exclusive but they're not telling you? So I mean, that's why I like people who tell me what's up. Do we have a one-on-one relationship or are we just trying out something or what? Let me know. Number 18, they seem indifferent to your successes or struggles. They say sharing a big win or a tough moment should bring you closer. But if their reaction is muted or indifferent, it says a lot about them being emotional detached. True love will show empathy and joy for all of your highs and lows. If you got a partner where he or she wants to just talk about their accomplishments and successes, but don't want to hear about yours, or they just want to talk about everything bad that happened to them or negative things that happened to them, but they don't want to hear yours, then that person, you need to basically reevaluate your choice in partners, okay? Because I don't think I would want someone like that. Number 19, they don't ask about your feelings or thoughts. Well, straight up, if you are with a person that does not show concern about your feelings or thoughts, then that person clearly isn't for you. Because why would you want someone who doesn't care how you feel or care about what you think about, but they want to tell you how they feel and what they think about all the time? All right. So a real partner wants to understand your inner world. Without that curiosity, the relationship risks becoming shallow. All right. And number 20, they only prioritize their own needs. This is a selfish ass person that does this. All right. If they ignore your needs, it shows an imbalance. Okay. It shows an imbalance. When one person's agenda always comes first, it's a clear sign the relationship isn't truly mutual. Okay. And they are selfish because how can you concentrate only on your needs, but you don't concentrate on your partner's needs? You're clearly not in love and you clearly don't love that person at all, because how can you just concentrate and prioritize your own needs and you don't do the same thing for your partner? Point blank. All right. So anyway, those are the 20. Hold on. Man. Those are the 20 signs the person you love does not love you back, or either they are just straight up just not the person for you. All right. Point blank. So it is what it is, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to Paul Yo Bunyan. Thank you to Jermaine for being here. Thank you for Drobonot for being here. Thank you to Tony Bands for being here. Thank you to Most Hated Bronze for being here. And let's see, did I forget anybody? Let me make sure. Thank you to all the people in the bushes, everybody who watches this in the replay. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys, make sure you thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Bell, subscribe, thumbs up. And there you go. No. Anyway, guys, don't forget to share and leave a comment. And thank you again for tuning in. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night for another. What is the name of my live? Let me see. What is it called? I always forget because I do so damn many Shades to Late Night Owls Talk Time. All right. And if y'all are up and you watch Country Wayne, when I come back in a minute, I'm going to do a reaction to Country Wayne. Anthony throwing Shayla's stinking ass out of P's house. I got to do one on that because that's a hot ass mess. So until later on, and if you don't watch me later on in like another 30 or 40 minutes, then I'll see you guys tomorrow. And thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out, y'all. All right, I got to get out of here. Okay, let me see what y'all said down here. Yeah, they are. That is good. And thank you, Jermaine. Thanks to everybody, y'all. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate everybody. Yep, that's good. Now y'all just need to do some cash apps at $Shades too, or super stickers, or super super chat or membership for $4.99. Y'all need to get in the habit of doing these donations, okay? Because Shades too be having a lot of stuff to pay for doing this damn live the right way. Y'all know all this stuff right here costs money. All of this stuff, the background, all of this stuff, the music that we made, everything. StreamYard, all of this stuff costs. All right. So donations does help to pay for that. All right. So anyway, y'all, peace out. See y'all next time here on Shades 2 Late Night Owls Talk Time. Peace out, y'all. Let me get out of here. Oh, hey. All right, y'all. Let me turn this music up and put the outro on. Let's do that. All right. See y'all. Have a good night too. Happy and blessed. What's the day? Happy and blessed Thursday. All right. See y'all.
Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again.
Hey.
Mic hot, crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view.
Late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Look on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I lacked name, back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Look on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, is somebody hurt? Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with Shay.
Late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Look on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Look on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. On Shay's tube, she back again.
It's late night with Shay.
Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube.